paid for my tuition. That was paid for my tuition. That was paid for.
Hello, Dayoung. Welcome to Refugee Talk.
Hello, Milad. Yeah, I really appreciate you having me here today. Yeah.
Thank you. So we have Dayoung from South Korea, actually, who came in 2018, I believe so, and did a wonderful thing and now working for refugees and helping immigrants and newcomers in Canada. And I would like to ask this question. How did you yourself started your journey in Canada?
Yes, in South Korea, I worked as a brand manager for more 8 years. At that time, I had to deal with stakeholders in Europe.
Yeah.
So my main job was source a product to South Korea from Europe. So majority potential product we could see in Europe, for example, furniture and so many various things. So we forecast some product and also distribute it to South Korea on and offline market. At that time, I was really wanted to improve my English skill to communicate with them more efficiently. That makes me come to Canada because one of my coworkers suggests me, why didn't you go to North America, even working holiday? That has a lot of opportunities. So I didn't know that at that time, but it makes me come to Canada. So yeah, there are lots of really good opportunity to come to Canada. So I use a working holiday visa. So it allowed me to work in 1 year and to everywhere. So I could settle in more well.
Wow, that's awesome. So you came in 1 year work visa and then somehow you started working more, and then look at you now, you're a permanent resident in here.
Yeah. I was thinking to study here to obtain more good learning, or I was thinking to keep working here to build up my career more. It was not easy, even not anything. Yeah. But yeah, finally I could achieve my PR in my hand after 3 years after being Canada.
Yeah.
So yeah. I applied for Canadian Experiences category. So through that federal government immigration program, I could immigrate to Canada. Yes.
Wow. I bet it was not easy, Dayoung. Do you mind telling us what was the process and what a struggle did you face from the beginning until you got your PR?
Yeah. The main thing was I had to support from the company, my working visa, they call LMIA, but that visa only allowed to work only one company, so who issued my working visa. But it was not easy because they demand me lots of work to do. So I think all the time, overtime work I had, and I realized I keep working even weekend without any holidays. So, but it's a little bit hard, but I had to do that because I had not any other choice.
Yeah.
So I had to focus that one. And finally, I could get a chance to immigrate to Canada.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for about 3-4 years in Canada, I always focused to build up my career in Canada as an administrator work. So yeah,
that's awesome.
A little bit difficulties, but yeah, one day I could realize everything is achieves my goal one by one. Yeah. For now, I'm here to happy with you.
That's awesome. Could you please tell us the moment that when you received your PR card, and tell us about that moment that you received your PR card?
So it's suddenly announced by my email.
Yeah.
Yeah. I received one notification when I worked, from the IRCC. So when I opened, it's just notification, something new alert. So when I joined my account in IRCC, I could see I got ECO PR. That's the announce of the PR is coming soon.
Yeah.
So I was really excited, and I thought, finally I did. So so it could be much better life in the future. But actually, after getting PR, nothing was changed. Just the feeling, my mindset is more stable.
Yeah.
Compared to before, because the before, when I worked as a foreign worker, I all the time thinking about I might going back to Korea one day if I couldn't stay here for longer. But after getting PR, I didn't need to think about that worries. But you know what? In South Korea, all of my family's in theirs, and my mom was sick, but my family didn't talk about that to me because they worried about me too. So when I achieved my PR, and then I called to my family, and my sister told me, it's the right time now. You need to know about it. Yes, so your mom was sick, but now it's okay. So because it's been, that time was been after 2 years, my mom was sick. So she's getting better and better. So I'm really glad about that. But getting PR, meaning is, very exciting and happiness for me. But the other thing is a little bit sad, because I had to focus on only me, not on my family. But South Korea, very, especially me, I'm very family-oriented person. So, my family is very important, and then they are my root to stay here well. So we didn't talk too much, but it's very important. So, you think about it. If something happened to you, can you share with your family everything? Be honestly, maybe no.
Maybe
because,
not.
They will worry about you too much, right? So it's a little bit hard. Yeah.
So in the process of you becoming a permanent resident, in the meantime, you lost a lot of time with your parents or your family. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy. Dayoung, I've heard from refugees, from other people, that they even waited for a small documentation. This is permanent residency. They even waited for a refugee status for the confirmation. And in that period of time, they got a lot of stress and depression because they were waiting for that document, right? And it's not easy.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome. Yeah, it was long journey, but finally, you will get what you want to hear. Yeah, I did. Yes.
You did?
Yes. It's been quite a long time, but finally. The main thing is we need to keep focus what we really want. No matter what, we can just keep going.
Right.
Yes, focus and
And do you think the majority of South Koreans that come to Canada through the same process that you mentioned, or do they face the same situation in Canada?
I would say there are various categories to immigrate to Canada to South Korean, but I choose some certain category that calls Canadian experience category.
Okay.
It's very easy, but it's not easy because they required so high score.
Yeah.
So I had to get several times English test to make my score more higher. It was not easy, but South Korea immigrate to Canada, various categories, I think, so PMP, federal skills immigration, and then provincial skilled immigration, and also some specific category specialized in the tech immigration, because, so I don't know exactly how many different categories they immigrate to Canada, but there are lots of chance to immigrate still.
Yeah, and do you often also like advise other South Koreans to come to Canada? If you do, what are the ways, what are the opportunities that South Koreans that are listening right now and they can use it and come to Canada?
Yes, if you are under the 30 years, or now it's been 35 years old limitation to come to Canada as a working holiday visa. So you can use that one because it allows to work everywhere for 2 years. After 2 years, you can extend your visa 2 years more. The total is 4 years. No asking, you can just work everywhere. That's a very good opportunity to immigrate to Canada or settled in here. So yeah, please use that visa if you're under 35 years old now. And also, please keep studying English to adapt Canada more, because everyone use English here. Yes, so that's very important. And also, you need to make your own skills. For example, I worked as a brand manager. It's administration work. So after that, I try to keep maintaining and keep working in the same field. That will be helpful. If you work at service department and then one day you change it totally different, like administration work, so maybe it could be difficult to prove your work skill when you immigrate to Canada.
Right.
So, that's important. I think so. Yeah.
You heard it correct. What Dayoung said is someone she experienced, she knows the way, and if you go through that, I mean, definitely you will get benefit out of that. And Dayoung, how do you know all about all of this process about refugees and immigrants? How did you gain all this experience?
Oh yeah. There's nothing special. I used to check government website. There contained lots of accuracy information there. So I used to check all the information as much as I can so that I could immigrate without any using an agency help. So that's the key point. Yeah, please check the information as much as you can do it. So accuracy information from the Canadian government website, IRCC.
Right.
And also, I tried to visit like city website, Burnaby, Vancouver. They contact lots of resources to support newcomers,
right,
refugees, everyone. So that's very helpful to me. So that I could apply for the volunteering, and also I could get a chance to just volunteer as a facilitators in non-profit organization. That's my starting way to build on my career in the non-profit organization. And we are here to work together as a co-workers.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
That is correct. Okay, do you mind telling me how did you start your journey working in a non-profit, if you don't mind?
Yes. So it's
I mean, volunteering job, as you mentioned,
Yes,
that's what I did also,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I did voluntary jobs to get where I am right
Let's talk about beginning of the Canada. I all the time try to volunteer at the non-profit organizations. It's very meaningful, right? We are same, all the human, and then they are need help. But that time as a foreign worker, work permit holders, it was not easy to volunteer because many organizations required permanent residence on your eligible to volunteer. So before getting PR, I tried to just build so many information as much as I can. And then after getting PR, I just act to volunteer to many organizations. So yeah, I could reach out so many good relations like you, and also one of my MOSAIC coworker we met before as a volunteer coworker. So yeah, it's very good experiences, and build on my career more, and I could understand how they support for newcomers.
Right.
So, and also that time specialized Ukrainian and many Russians immigrate to Canada as a refugees. not totally immigrant. They just landed to Canada, and then they just issued their passport at the airplane on the way. So I heard so many difficult stories from them.
Yeah.
But that was good things to understand more about refugees and newcomers in Canada.
Right. Yeah. So I and Dayoung actually work for immigrants, for refugees and immigrants, for English classes at MOSAIC, and then MOSAIC actually offers a wonderful English classes for newcomers and immigrants who are new in Canada, and LINK program that is in Surrey, Vancouver, and Burnaby. I would let Dayoung to talk more because she's more experienced with let's go.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
And advise people how they can come to Burnaby location or Surrey location or Vancouver to register themselves for English classes and all.
Yes. Actually, not even MOSAIC. Canada government support to newcomers and immigrant Canada refugees have a chance to improve their English skills as free. So they call LINK program. So MOSAIC support them and improve their English skills. MOSAIC provide lots of learning resources to newcomers. So there are 3 different locations: Vancouver, Burnaby, and Surrey. We offered 3 different shifts and then full-time studying Monday to Friday. For more detailed information, you can visit our website, mosaicbc.org. So you could see a variety services what they offer, right?
Yeah.
To newcomers. The main thing we offered is learning English. You know what? In Canada, we cannot say anything without English, right? English is basic, and we need to improve our English skill more well so that we could get a job and then settle in Canada more well, right? So yeah, we are working together at the language department in MOSAIC. So we are a program support worker to support newcomers to getting better English studying, right?
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. And Dayoung, what are the other opportunities for refugees and newcomers in Vancouver right now, apart from language classes? What about settlement services, or what about the other services that are there right now?
Yes. So not even MOSAIC. So lots of nonprofit organizations provide settlement services, right? To settle in Canada more well. For example, finding their home and also finding their job, and support even lots of subsidy every single month, right? But the main thing is they need to survive after getting subsidy using their own skills, and that's their responsibility to settle in Canada and one of the Canadian society, right? So they need to think about after getting support from the government, because it cannot be forever, right? It's only restricted certain times to get the help.
No, that's totally right. And then to be more specific, Dayoung, what are the organizations that specifically helps more South Korean refugees, or I would say more South Korean newcomers that are like new in Canada, don't know language? What are the resources that they can use? Because
most of that is just, I think, same. But the thing is, every organization has who can speak their own languages, right?
Right.
So you can speak 3-4 different languages, right?
Right.
They could be very helpful for them. For me, someone visit to MOSAIC, I could speak in Korean, right? We can speak Korean, and then I can just deliver their need to our department, different department, so that they could reach out what they want. Many organizations, many people are ready to willing to help you.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's the main things, I think.
Shout out to newcomers from South Korea, and you heard Dayoung correct. You can always reach out MOSAIC or other ISIS of BC, Success, Canberra's, any nonprofit that are working, and then you can ask for an interpreter. They do have interpreter who speaks South Korean language. And right now, I'm gonna ask a question from Dayoung that if you can advise South Korean who are listening to us right now in South Korean language, if you want to show to people that yes, Dayoung can also speak South Korean right here, sitting here in front of me. You can advise them in Korean language and tell them that what are the processes to come to Canada and what steps that you should take once you arrive here.
Okay. I can say in English. After that, I can translate in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries.
Okay. So trust and believe yourself. Just to keep going no matter what. You can just focus your what you need, right? And I came to Canada using the working holiday visa at the beginning. After that, I had to survive. Just keep working and then build on my career and improving my English skill. That was makes me to immigrate to Canada. That was main key point. So sometimes I was depressed because no one here to help me, and then I couldn't get many relationship with a family and coworkers because all the time I feel like very anxiety to stay in Canada because as I mentioned earlier, I was thinking one day maybe I might go back to Korea without any achieving here. Of course, I'm achieved so many things, but I really wanted to get the PR to settle here more well. So finally I could get a chance to immigrate to Canada. That time was not easy to immigrate, but I keep trying and try to improving myself more and more. So it was hard, but you will do it one day. So I can say in South Korean, so 자신을 믿고 전진하시면 어느 순간 정말 원하셨던 일들이 하나씩 이루어지는 순간을 보실 수 있을 거예요. 저 역시도 준비가 전혀 안 됐었지만 계속해서 일로서 커리어를 쌓으려고도 노력을 했고 또 지금도 영어가 많이 부족하지만 영어 실력을 향상하려고 많이 노력을 했습니다. 그랬더니 이민을 할 수 있게 되었고요. 그 다음에는 더 나은 일들을 많이 할 수 있는 기회가 많이 생겼어요. 발런티어링도 그렇고 그 다음에 지금 제가 정말 하고 싶었던 일을 의미 있는 일을 하고 있는 이 순간이 너무 행복하거든요. 그래서 매 순간 일을 하면서 행복함을 느낍입니다. 감사합니다.
Yeah.
I said Korean.
I understood everything.
Isn't it too? You understand? You're so smart. I think so.
Okay.
You know what? Millard can speak 4 different languages. He's very smart.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you has a lot of potential. So I respect you.
Thank you, Dayoung. I respect you too. Dayoung is a wonderful person and a colleague actually also. I understood the part that you said do volunteer job. That is a part where it can make you improve and get you into the system. Dayoung just gave you a door with a key. The time she advised you to do volunteer job, advise a key that opens the door for you guys. You cannot imagine how volunteer job is going to help you out. It just opens the door. It makes you to have a lot of connections. It just turns your life in a completely different way. I did volunteer jobs. Dayoung did volunteer job. You see managers, you see supervisors, you see IDs, you see anyone working in these nonprofit organizations. They did a lot of volunteer jobs. The love they had towards refugees, for working for refugees and immigrants was different. And then they did start volunteering job, and then that's where they have job right now. So just keep doing that.
Yeah, totally agree. So the company doesn't give us lots of opportunity at once. So a little bit small things give one by one, right? We just take and we can just show them how am I doing well, right?
Yeah.
So they will give more and more. And then finally, we can work at the non-profit organization to help other people. That's very meaningful, right?
Step by step.
Yes, step by step.
Yeah. One last question, I guess. What is one thing that you want and request from Government of Canada that can change, or from IRCC that can change for refugees and immigrants in Canada? A new program or a new system, anything you can talk about it.
Wow, it's a little bit complicated question. So I would say, it's two different things. Number one is for newcomers, and it's not only refugees. I wanted to ask them. So it's very confused because so many rules are changing very quickly these days, right? So many people very hesitated because they were prepared some certain categories to immigrate to Canada, but suddenly they just restrict the rule and they cannot do that way anymore. So it's very hard and very struggle to keep focusing their journey to immigrate to Canada. So I don't know. I couldn't say anything for now, but I feel very sorry to everyone who is willing to immigrate to Canada. They were supposed to be immigrate to Canada through the certain categories, but now it has been changed and then still changing so many things. One day, every day, and then new rules. So but please remind, keep going no matter what, you will get you want one day.
Thank you, Dayoung.
And also, the other things for refugees, right?
Yeah.
I would say, I think Canada supports so many ways to the refugees, but the thing is we need to think about we need to improve more. Many outreach can be reach out to directly to the refugee because they only has a certain hours to meet each others, but they really need their help. For example, settlement worker can see them more often, right? And also they can reach out to many different things, help from the non-profit organizations. So please don't hesitate to ask help. So there are many people are willing to help you guys. So please ask help to everyone. We are here to help you. Right? Yes.
Yeah, we're always there to help you. And if you need help especially from language resources, reach out to Dayoung, to me, to anyone. Dayoung is more experienced than me, and
you are more experienced than
come on.
me.
And as also Dayoung mentioned, we need more emotional support for refugees. 101.
Yes.
101 supports are required for refugees because they have been through a lot of circumstances, mental health, depression, stress. So if Government of Canada can do more for refugees, 101 sessions, providing more settlement services,
of course,
that would be awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dayoung. This was a wonderful podcast with you. I hope we get a second episode with Dayoung and get more resources, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you for having me today. I was really appreciate your time together with me. Thank you, guys. Yeah, see you again next time.
Yeah,
Hope
thank you.
so.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.